Ladies and gentlemen of the Nerd Army, today I'm doing the impossible mission, get it? The impossible mission of ranking all Mission Impossible movies from worst to best. Standard quick thing, this is just my useless personal nerd opinion, this is definitely not factual. However, please tell me your list down below, that'd be really sick. And I said it in my review yesterday for Dead Reckoning Part 1, if you want to see that, it's already on the channel, but I'm a huge fanboy of this franchise, genuinely, and there's only one movie that I genuinely really do not like, and it is Mission Impossible 2. Maybe it's harsh, I'm going 3 out of 10. Dead last, it is so far last, there'll never probably be ever a Mission Impossible movie that's this bad. Don't care about the story, don't care about the characters, the style, just everything about it, cinematography seems completely off. I'm so glad it's only one bad movie in this franchise, but hey, something's got to come last, and it's this stinker. Coming up next is the original Mission Impossible. We're already at an 8 out of 10. That's how much I like these movies, man. This is the original, the OG, the original, where it started, man. We wouldn't have had nothing without this movie. Even now in 2023, when I watch this movie on Blu-ray, there's still like little hidden details that I didn't quite notice. I love the story, I love the twists, characters are amazing. It's the OG, man. It's where Ethan Hunt was born and made from, and yeah, big up Tom Cruise for starting in this movie. It's still a banger, 8 out of 10. Coming up next is Mission Impossible 3. We're already at 8.5 out of 10 for your boy. I love seeing Ethan Hunt just chilling, man, enjoying life with his wife-to-be. Obviously, shit goes south hella quick. Luther's back. It's also the movie that brings us and introduces us into Benji, who becomes a god-tier character from this point on to the end. This is also the movie that started giving us, like, really good, complex villains, and he is well scary in this movie. The Rome-like heist where they abduct him, all that stuff that goes into that is amazing. The start is amazing where they basically get Ethan to go like into this warehouse, wipe everyone out, save his partner. She dies, bro, from that chip in her head. And you got the amazing god tier bridge scene with the drone. So many standout things. Say what you want about J.J. Abrams, when you give him a franchise and he does that little reboot, bro, Star Trek, Star Wars, and Mission Impossible, people keep forgetting that. This is where it turned into the amazing franchise, bro, and I got nothing but love. Coming up next is Rogue Nation. This is also an 8.5 out of 10. I was kind of like that, but for now we're going to leave it here. The start of this movie, bruv, is insanity. Tom Cruise on the side of that plane. Remember seeing that in IMAX and being like, what is my man doing? Again, the villain's so solid. We get the start of the Syndicate in this one. Obviously, it actually turns into like Mission Impossible Fallout as well, which I love. When they carry on villains, I think it's great. We also have a time jump in this movie, the 6-month thing where they're trying to find Ethan Hunt and he's trying to find the Syndicate. You've got Benji doing those like controlled questions. So many standout scenes. The opera-like side of stuff's really good. It's got amazing bike chase scenes in this movie, and the big one, the big like impossible mission when he goes into that water. F no, bro. You never catch me doing that. I don't know how he's done that. If you watch closely, you can see my man is clearly underwater for a long time because of the long takes and the camera does not cut. Tom Cruise, you're insane, bruv, and this is a banger of a movie. Next up is Dead Reckoning Part 1. Literally just reviewed it, I gave it 9 out of 10. The villain, it's amazing. Best villain in the entire franchise. It's so good, it's literally the anti-Ethan Hunt. It's so sick. Not gonna spoil it, do not worry, but yeah, I can see why it's a 2-parter, and if this next part lands, which I'm pretty certain it will, that is like one colossal, possibly nearly 6-hour mega Mission Impossible movie. And I'm down for the ride, man. Again, the reviews on the channel. This movie slaps. Coming up next is Fallout. 9.5 out of 10. Nearly god tier. An absolute mega blast of a movie. This has everything. Even the start is really weird. My man's having a dream of bombs going off and he disintegrates while he's getting married. Totally insane. And then you've got the whole like plutonium, the briefcase getting stolen. They do that whole fake thing on the news where they make him read out his manifesto. It is so smart. And it just gets better and better in this franchise. Not to mention naughty boy Henry Cavill. He is a joke, bro. The whole that, yeah, I don't care, bro. It's amazing. The bathroom fight scene is probably in the top 3 best scenes across all Mission Impossible, for me anyway. Again, following the syndicate villains from the last one, Rogue Nation, it's just amazing. The way they actually catch out Henry Cavill's character is so sick. John Locke. I always hated saying that. John Locke. I still hate saying it. Also got one of the best Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise mega runs of all time in London, your boy's hometown. When he's on the top, bro, and he's running, obviously he snaps his foot in the behind the scenes stuff. You see that. If you ain't seen it, go and see it on YouTube. Tom Cruise is insane. And the ending with the helicopters, my man's flying a chopper, doing all the madness in the sky. It is so tense to end like 30 minutes of this movie. A banger. I actually don't know why it's not God tier. Maybe it should just be God tier. Fuck it. It's God tier. There you go. And the best one for now, Ghost Protocol. Easily God tier, 10 out of 10 for your boy. This is so clear. They took like the reinvention side of stuff from Mission Impossible 3, done their own thing, and they've kept this formula all the way to the end now. Starts out with the assassin, and then you go to prison, which Ethan Hunt's in, a Russian prison. My man breaks out of that, breaks his friend out. That whole scene's amazing. And then he goes undercover with Benji in the fucking Kremlin, bruv. That whole scene is so good. They use that like little balloon tech thing, mirage, fucking hologram. Is so sick. So many standout scenes and memes have come from this movie, especially the Oppenheimer one. You know, he's leaving the Kremlin dressed up and he's like taking his gear out and he looks like a proper tourist. I've seen that from like Oppenheimer going into the Barbie movie, so yeah, you know what I mean. And speaking of memes, obviously when he's running away from the sandstorm, which, by the way, is probably still the best Mission Impossible scene of all time. For me anyway. Everything in Dubai is fucking beyond God tier. Every single thing gets worse and worse and worse. Also, side note, Jeremy Renner's in this movie, and it's great. From climbing the Burj Khalifa, the fucking glove comes off, everything gets worse. The mask thing, like, fucking breaks. And they have to go, like, with no masks. It's God tier, man. The whole scene in Dubai, for me, is still the best in the entire franchise. And it doesn't even end there. They go to Mumbai, and everything there undercover, from Jeremy Renner's character jumping in with the magnets, to seducing the rich dude, just everything in this movie slaps, bruv. Even the ending. I mean, that is as tense as you're ever gonna be. The fucking nuke hits that tower thing in Seattle. I have no idea what it's called. I'm so sorry. And then it goes into the river. Super tense, amazing, and we've got that extremely cringy scene where he smashes the button and says mission accomplished. Even Luther at the end of the movie takes the piss out of him for that. But it's amazing. Great. Fucking God tier. Best one so far. I will maybe redo this list next year when Dead Reckoning Part 2 comes out, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Please tell me if you agree or disagree, or if you're a sicko nerd, let me know down below your list. That'd be truly sick. Thank you so much. Big up Ethan Hunt and Tom Cruise, of course. Take care. Peace.